who is helping you with your investments? An insurance agent, a financial consultant, an accountant? Well, before you invest your money, it's a good idea to invest your time in finding out just what your advisor is qualified to advise you on. Jim Lineweaver is here to look at licenses so that you know if your advisor is really offering you all of the options available. Jim is a certified financial planner with the Lineweaver Financial Group. Hello.
So, good to see you again.
I know there's lots of titles out there for financial planners and advisors and all of this stuff. Are they kind of interchangeable?
No, unfortunately they're not, because but they are getting grouped that way, and it's very misleading to the public. So that's why I want to clarify a few things, because you could have a financial planner, you can have an investment advisor, you can have a stockbroker, you can have an insurance agent, and it really is very confusing. But if you get in their background and look at their licenses, you'll know exactly what they can and can't represent.
Okay, so that becomes very important. So let's start out with some examples. Maybe insurance agents.
Sure.
What can they do and can't they do?
Yeah, so traditionally an insurance agent is going to provide insurance. Health insurance and maybe property casualty, life, disability, annuities, things along that nature. So as it pertains to the annuity front and life insurance, that's primarily what we're going to talk about today. And what happens is they're just going to carry those licenses, and they can do fixed annuities as well. But they cannot step across the line to do a variable annuity, which is kind of wrapped with mutual funds, but until they have a securities license, which is called a Series 6.
Okay.
So be careful, because if you're just seeing an insurance agent, it might be a little biased that way, which is fine if that's what you want, but you might want to look somebody a little more independent.
Okay, and do some agents sell a lot of different companies, types of policies, or some are
captive? Yeah, they can be captive insurance agents. They're going by the wayside because they've had to compete more and more in the open marketplace. So try to get an independent insurance agent as well that at least could represent multiple products.
Okay, well, how about investments? Kind of that was insurance and those kinds of products. How about straight out investments? What kind of titles are we talking about?
Yeah, well, not only titles, that would be can be an investment advisor, can be a financial consultant, things along that nature. But the first license you're going to get here is what's called a Series 6. That's going to allow people to do mutual funds and then variable annuities if they have an insurance license as well. Okay, so that would kind of be the first step where you got insurance and you're getting a little bit of investment under your belt is with the Series 6.
Okay.
But they can't do stocks or individual bonds or anything. Get a Series 7 that's out there that takes it to the next step. Now you can do stocks, bonds, private placements, and everything else that the 6 could do. Okay, and then you could do variable annuities if you wanted to, if you still have the insurance license. So this does get confusing.
Yes,
okay?
It does.
Right. And then, there's different types of planners that are out there too. And one that, that we chose to get is what's called a certified financial planner.
Okay.
And you do have to get a lot of, background and testing and stay up with that.
Do you have to have the insurance and the Series 6 and the Series 7 and all of those things too?
There are requirements. So yes, if you're going to be on the certified financial planner side, usually they're going to have a Series 7 to be able to represent multiple product lines and things along that nature. And they have to go through rigid testing, and they have to stay up in a little higher code of ethics and standards that are out there than traditional licenses in the industry.
Oh, okay. Is the government monitoring all of these titles and licensing?
Yeah, there's
licenses.
Yeah, well, there's different regulatory bodies. So if you're really an investment advisor and you might have your own RIA, registered investment advisor, then you're going to be under the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Okay.
If you're more Series 6 or 7, insurance-based, Series 6 and 7 are going to be under FINRA. Okay. And that's where you got to really look at your viewers and say, okay, well, if I'm trying to do some financial planning or if I want some advice, who should I try to go to? Do I want somebody that's just in those specialty and they may be biased, or do I want somebody that could be holistic, look at the whole thing and be independent and really represent their best behalf?
Lots of information there. So when it comes to investing your money, you're entitled to understand what the title of your financial planner really means. Follow Jim's advice and uncover their qualifications before deciding to let them invest your dough. Need more help? Give Jim a call. His number is next.
For more information, call the Lineweaver Financial Group at 1-888-313-4009 or log on to www.lineweaver.net. Next, ensuring the health of your insurance.